Okay, let's talk about consolidation then, if not among the steel makers, then upstream in the mining sector. Peter, do you remember 15, 20 years ago when there was a massive round of consolidation in the gold mining industry? It seemed like virtually every other month, Delta Gold, Normandy, all of these old names were being consolidated into some of these large players. My question is whether the dynamics in the iron ore business work in the same way. And if they do, then can we also expect to see a lot of these smaller iron ore players being mopped up by the Vales and the Rios and the BHPs?
I don't know that I see that happening. I think that the disparity in the size of the groups you're talking about mean it would be extraordinarily difficult for the Vales and the BHPs to pick up something small and do something with it. The amount of management time that would be involved would just make it untenable for them to do that. But what I think you may see like-sized groups amalgamating. We're just working on a report for an amalgamation of two miners, one about to mine ilmenite and the other one about to mine bauxite. Very similar groups looking to consolidate to give themselves a better base for the shareholders to have confidence. They're both small companies, and I think we're going to see a lot of that sort of thing happening. And that was what happened in the mining industry, partly what happened in the gold mining industry. They were similar sized companies joining up to become big companies, bigger companies. We also saw, no doubt, the large ones merge, and we've just seen one the other day, Rand Gold and Barrick. Yeah, thanks. So that process is still going on in the gold industry. But I think when you look at that production schedule, that was really a bit of an eye-opener. There are so many small producers around the world that the big ones really have no interest in those smaller mines, I think.
Paul, any additional insights? Seeing that you've any final comments?
I think I agree fully. I don't see any synergies of the large miners just buying up smaller miners. Where you're going to get synergies, I think maybe something might be happening is it Hancock and Atlas? Maybe there's some sort of infrastructure type synergy there. Two smaller miners who are both operating on their own, and so they're operating in a suboptimal way. If they can come together and share infrastructure or share investment in infrastructure, or they're able to blend in a certain way that gives them access to higher revenues in the market, that's definitely where there could be some action. But I don't see the larger miners necessarily mopping up smaller miners. They're not going to see any particular benefit from that.
Dato Sri, any final comments before we wrap today?
I think now is the best time to venture into Malaysia, especially the medium-sized mine. Like Manfei just said, because Malaysia now we have three deep sea port, and then in terms of logistics from a mine to the port is very near. Transportation cost is cheap, and then furthermore, Malaysia's electricity cost is cheaper compared to other countries.
Thank you for that.